Tips, how far do you think the human eye can see? Like my eye right now, I feel like I can see all the way to Frisco.
You ain't got 20/20 vision.
Probably.
No, I can.
When I'm on the lake, so Lake Louisville,
right down
the
Broadway.
original called Lake Dallas, you can see forever. You can see Frisco. You can see Dallas.
Well,
Can't see Fort Worth, though.
I can see Dallas.
Which, is that a spoiler to tonight's nugget? I don't know.
So how
Tips?
many miles do you think the human eye can see out?
So I think it depends, right? If you're sitting on a mountain, probably pretty far.
Tips?
And depending on, like, air clarity, like I think right now the air's kind of rough looking.
Hey, tips?
Hey, why is everything about you, bro?
I have
Like,
a
I'm
question.
having a conversation with
I'll go ahead
Smitty.
and call on him. Yeah, Cameron.
Go ahead. Yeah, am I on the big screen again?
Oh, you gonna be right down Broadway tonight?
That's on Smitty. Hey, Smitty, if it helps you out, find me on the sideline. I'll turn around and tell you if it's good or no good. I did that backwards.
You did it backwards.
I did it backwards.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not going to go to you.
Yeah, don't. I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't.
First home game. You feeling good, Tips?
It's always good to be back home, man. Especially coming back
Hey.
here 2-0. Like, there's just no better feeling, man.
I feel like this pregame banter we should put behind a paywall.
Guess whose tonsil's not swollen anymore, boys?
I'm guessing you.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about you. So
We're
let me
back.
guess. Cameron Hobbs' tonsils aren't swollen, so he no longer has tonsillitis.
We're back.
You want to ask these first responders how much they care about you? Because I bet they say, who?
Ask them if they ever heard of Cameron Hobbs.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
have any of y'all heard of Cameron Hobbs?
No.
Nope, no one knows you.
No one knows him.
All right,
no
cool.
one knows him.
Told
No.
you.
Tell them that he's locally and regionally famous, if that changes anything.
Yeah, he's only famous at the fair.
Tell him it's
In
Why are you doing
Jack's.
this, bro?
Tell him it's the
In
Cameron
silver
Hobbs.
leaves, that's it.
Not just any Cameron Hobbs.
Did you? They all looked at me. They were like,
Is that the guy that owns Jack's
Then they
Tavern?
looked up here.
yeah, because I turned around and looked at you. So he's like, who's the idiot?
Hey, no need for name calling now.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
No need
Luckily,
for
home game, guys.
luckly this
you
isn't
go-
this
can
isn't
you
on
interview the
YouTube,
student that
right? We're not
No,
on
we're
YouTube
not-
yet.
we're not
Can you
live.
go
no.
interview the person that got hit with the ball?
I feel like that's kind of
Don't do that.
that's kind of dark.
I mean, it's just dumb. It's just dumb.
Like, hey, so how's your head feel? Like,
All right.
that-
I feel like we've done a good sound check here.
yeah, we're done checking sound, right?
Let's hang it up, and then we'll go on here in about 7 minutes.
All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Welcome to the award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club radio broadcast.
Hold on to your hats, folks. This could be the Falcons win right here. And I don't care if you call it a barn burner. I don't care if you call it a scorcher, a thunderstorm, whatever. What a fantastic game.
That's the greatest game
I
I've
got,
ever seen.
oh!
Es wenn die Wolken schlafen gehen, kann man uns am Himmel sehen. Wir haben Angst und sind allein. Wow!
I was happy just because our intensity and our play was so much more physical and tough. But really, it's about our pace of play.
going to take over. 1st and 10, heading from my right to left towards the west end of the end zone here. So, a lot of action.
Erst wenn die Wolken schlafen gehen, kann man uns am Himmel sehen. Wir haben Angst und sind allein.
Gott weiß, ich will kein Engel sein. Gott weiß, ich will kein Engel sein. Gott weiß, ich will kein Engel sein.
Multi-talented.
Award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club Radio Run. 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 Award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club Radio Run.
Wir haben Angst und sind allein.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 at their 35, and they're going to go with a no-huddle offense. Ryan's already got them lined up. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Ryan looks to the right-hand side. It's going to be a...
Gott weiß, ich will kein Engel sein. Gott weiß, ich will kein Engel sein.
Enjoy a nice nightcap for this evening from us and the rest of the staff here at the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast team. Good night. Go home. Watch the highlights. A game for the scrapbook, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. They can't do this on Friday Night Football Life if you say Holy See.
Lake Dallas football fans, we've got a winning lineup of sponsors, including Alpha and Omega Contract Sales and Consulting, local business-minded teammates supporting the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From the trenches to the end zone, they're in the game. Nitrogen services, heavy machinery, hydraulics, and equipment rentals. They've got every position covered. Alpha and Omega Contract Sales and Consulting, playing their part in the playbook of community support.
Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent, has been a proud sponsor of your Lake Dallas Falcons football before there was a Lake Dallas Falcons football team. Mark was a sponsor before there were automobiles, before there was even a Mark Tucker. Ha! Impossible, you say? Not if you know Mark Tucker. Your rate's too high? Your company raising your rates every time you turn left? Give Mark a try. Mention Lake Dallas while getting a quote. For every quote, $5 will go to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club. $5, $5, ka-ching! Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent.
Each one of these men, all the linemen, will simulate pass blocking. The fullback, who is the draw runner, if it's a draw right, will key the offensive right guard. If the offensive right guard takes his man to the right, he will run that draw play to the inside.
You hope that you get an opportunity to make a play. And you believe with every ounce of your being that when that opportunity comes, you will make it. At some point tonight, adversity strikes, but we strike back. I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
Falcon fans, welcome in to another edition of Lake Dallas Falcon football, as we are here for our first home game live from Falcon Stadium in Corinth, Texas, where the sun is shining, the wind is blowing a little bit, and we are here ready to bring you some Friday Night Lights action. I'm Justin Smith, and I have my great broadcast crew with me here tonight. Fabulous Fabricio Salas is twisting and tweaking on the board. We got Josh, the electrician, man in the camera, and Harvey Lusk doing stats for us tonight. And our sideline man, Adam Tips. But right now, I want to throw it to my color commentator, Cameron Hobbs. How are you, sir?
How are you, man? It's our third week doing this. Game 3. Fired up, man. Taking on a Princeton team that will give you a lot of fight.
Very exciting. The Falcons are 2-0 coming into this game, taking on the Princeton Panthers, who are now 0-2. But don't let that record fool you. This team can certainly play some tough games. They have played 2 nail-biters so far in this early season. One of those, last week's, against Sherman, going into double overtime where they fell 36-28. We'll get into that a little bit more. But, Tips, do you read me?
I got you, boys. What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. How is the weather down there as we are roughly 10 minutes from kickoff?
Well, I thank you so much for asking that, because I'm going to start with some good news, all right? There's gusts up to 8 miles an hour tonight.
Wow.
Right? So that's the good news.
A bit breezy.
It is still a bit toasty, boys. 107, but it feels like 106 with that little bit of breeze coming through here. And like I said, it's hot. And like this app literally says no outdoor activity should take place right now. But it's football. We're crazy, and we're going to get this game going.
Well, speaking of things that are hot, that gives me a chance to transition into talking about this high-flying Falcon offense. These boys are getting it done. They have outscored their opponents by 69 points in these first 2 games, and they've put up nearly 80 points on the board so far in these first 2 games. And I had a chance to talk with Coach Ronnie Smith, who's part of the play-calling process here for the Falcons, and we can hear a little bit of that now if we're ready to go. This is with the interview with Coach Ronnie Smith. One of the offensive coaches for Lake Dallas, longtime coach, Hall of Fame teacher, Coach Ronnie Smith. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Man, you guys are getting off to another hot start, much like you did last year, and it's got to be fun. You're part of the play calling process, are you not?
I am. Yeah, we have a lot of good players. Try to distribute the ball best we can to them.
So it's got to be pretty fun when you got Keondae Henry, Sam McAfee, Dylan Brockle, and then Cade's been playing really well, not turning the ball over. That's kind of the key here so far throughout the first 2 games, but it's got to be an endless number of options that you have when you got players like that you can go to.
It is, and it's really easy whenever our offensive line is playing as good as they are, because when you can run the ball, calling plays is real easy, and I give it all to them. Our offensive line coach does a great job, and they're the reason why we've been successful these first few games, is because we've just been able to run the ball so well.
You know, there's not much to pick apart. I think you guys are up by about 70 points in the point differential right now throughout the first 2 weeks, but if there are a couple things you could see this unit improve upon early in the season, what would those be?
We've been making some mistakes, like mental mistakes, false starts, things like that, and we got to knock those out when we start playing really tough teams. Those are going to hurt us, so we got to get better at that type of stuff. Fortunately, this year we've been taking care of the football, something we had problems with last year, so hopefully that'll continue. Other than that, I think we'll be okay.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Well, Smitty, we're back here, and one thing I want to bring up here is, this is the last game. This is the last game before going to district play, correct? And so I think, Tips, correct me if I'm wrong here, correct? We have one more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We got Grand Prairie coming into town next week for homecoming.
I guess so. I guess
that is right.
Schedule. But, these last 2 non-district games are where you got to really lock in and work out those kinks, because when district play comes in, it's time to really focus down, because those are games you do not want to drop at all. And so right now, this game, next game, work out those final kinks you have, whether it be penalties, drop passes, just any kind of miscommunication, and get that going as you go into district play. Let it fuel you.
I think they've done a really nice job so far. I mean, obviously they have, right? The defense, we haven't talked about the defense enough. They've given up 10 points this year.
Yep.
And it is a bit nerve-wracking at the beginning of these games. If you remember back to week 1 against Greenville, they gave up on the second play like an 88-yard touchdown pass or something like that. And then the first drive of last week's game, they gave up a few big runs and were luckily able to keep Centennial out of the end zone. But it seems like they got to kind of get their sea legs about them. I know we use that term quite a bit, but after that first drive, this defense has been lights out in both games.
They have, and I think tonight's one of those games that, obviously you want to give it. Princeton plays hard. They fight to the end, but if this is a team that if your defense can shut down that offensive line, we watched in film, this offensive line will give you some fight, especially in those first 2 quarters. But if you hold on with them for a little while, they have a little bit of give in them. And so you got a really talented defensive line. If they can get in there and cause some pressure, this defense could have a heyday with this team tonight.
The big combo that we have here in Lake Dallas this year is, and last year we had it, Sam McAfee and Dylan Brockle, the two-headed monster out of the backfield. McAfee's actually listed as a wide receiver.
And they line him up and let him play receiver at times, too, and that's a cool little tool to have.
His stats on the season so far, even being listed as a wide receiver, he's only got 5 receptions for 45 yards and no touchdowns. On the ground, however, he's got 23 carries, 149 yards, and a touchdown. He's averaging nearly 7 yards a carry, but Dylan Brockle is the number 1 back, and rightfully so. He's got 24 carries and 208 yards on the season with 4 touchdowns, averaging over 8 yards a carry. So Dylan Brockle is just really the wheels that keep this thing moving from what we've seen so far in this early part of the season.
He is, and he's very fast, very shifty. I think one of them's weakness is another one's strength. And so when you look at how it goes, if one of them's kind of having an off run, they put McAfee in there, and then McAfee comes out, and Brockle goes back in there, and they pick each other up as this little two-headed monster running back, and they'll line McAfee up out there, so it's really who do you cover? And then you have to worry about Keondae and Brett Young. I mean, this offense has a lot of weapons this year that we haven't seen in the past. One thing that I do want to look forward to, Smitty, we've seen this before, as you talked about in the interview, where they get off to a hot start. It's all about consistency. How can they finish consistent throughout the season? So we got to stay strong these first few games, work out the kinks, but also work on consistency as we go through this season.
The Falcons are getting lined up in their inflatable Falcon. They're about to run out of the tunnel, all equipped. Looks like every single player has an American flag, which is pretty cool. I believe it's first responder night here at Falcon Stadium. So we'll probably have a nice little ceremony and then get into the national anthem. And then it's time for kickoff here in about 5 minutes or so. At least I think it should be. I do not see the Princeton team in their inflatable.
They're not, but the Falcons are ready to run out.
Usually both teams at this point are on the field ready to go. So we'll keep you posted on that. I'm sure everything will be fine. There's another situation that I've been keying on early in the season, and it has to do with one of the newer players, if you're a Falcon fan and been listening for years, Davin Hopkins. He's a sophomore tight end, or he lines up in that H-back position, or the sniffer back as we refer to it here on the broadcast sometimes. He's behind Ethan Blakesley on the depth chart, but in the passing game, he's being used quite a bit, and he's turning into a target that Cade can go to sometimes when he has a little dump-out option or just something else for this offense to complement Keondae Henry and Brett Young and Sam McAfee in the passing game.
Yeah, and I've got that labeled here on my page tonight, man. Made a little bit of notes, and one of the ones I want to say is that it could be a very fun game to watch. This sniffer back, as we label him, tight end, could get some yards in the passing game tonight because of how he watches defense. They run this new hybrid style defense that we've seen in high school football over the last few weeks of you're showing cover 2, but you're really running that cover 4, and they're going to drop these corners back. Man, I really think that this tight end tonight, sniffer back, could have a big game if Cade's looking for him.
Yeah, the Falcons are coming into this game averaging 210 yards per game through the air and 230 yards per game on the ground. Cade so far this year, Cade Bortnam, senior quarterback for the Falcons, third-year starter now, 29 of 41, 421 yards with a 70% completion rating. Or completion percentage. He's averaging almost 15 yards per attempt or per completion.
Yeah.
So 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So if that can continue where he keeps moving the ball and not turning it over and being smart with his throws, we're going to continue to see some success out of this Falcon offense.
Well, he's an absolute dog, and he's gotten more and more confident as we've gone through the years. We saw him his sophomore year have to take over, and we've just watched his confidence grow. And so as long as he can continue to grow that confidence and make those throws, Falcons have a great, great leader at the helm.
couple of defensive players to key on. Of course, Xavier Rodriguez. He is an absolute baller. And then we do have up front Humphrey Kakuba, who's the nose tackle, number 61 for the Falcons. I would say for our Falcon defense, those are your two players to keep an eye on here tonight.
Yep. I made some pregame predictions for you, Smitty.
Here we go.
I think offense has a heyday. Let's see how that goes, but I think they do. And I also think that our corner is going to get his first interception tonight.
Okay.
I do think that's going to happen. And if you want me to get more specific with it, give me Jakarion Jackson to get his first interception tonight.
Jakarion Jackson,
Yes,
number
sir.
1.
Yes, sir.
Number 1 in the programs, number 1 in your hearts, Falcon fans, as here come the Falcons with their American flags, honoring our first responders here at Falcon Stadium. Falcons 2-0 coming into this game, taking on the 0-2 Princeton Panthers. I'm excited for this one. Tips, how do you feel down there on the sideline?
Feeling pretty good. It's actually not as hot. I feel like week 1 at Greenville was way hotter, so I'm pretty comfortable. It might just be because I'm in my element here at the old Falcon Stadium. But one thing, I heard y'all say all that, and I think, honestly, yes, I think Lake Dallas will take care of Princeton tonight, but we have to remember, Princeton has played 2 very, very close games their last 2 weeks. So they're going to scrap. So we just have to be prepared for it.
This is not a team to write off tonight. This is a team
Absolutely
that you have
not.
to give your
No.
all to. Yeah. No.
Last 4 times we've matched up, we played Princeton in 2018, 2019, 21, and 22. We won last year big, and all the games since then have been, or before that, were pretty close. In 2021, we lost 14-12. In 19, we lost 31-21, and in 2018 we beat the Panthers 39-31. So this is a matchup that both these teams are familiar with, and I expect to have a close, well-fought game.
Yep.
Looks like the captains are at midfield, and they're going to head out and meet the captains of the Princeton Panthers. Cade Bortnam, Tanner Moon, Xavier Rodriguez, and Humphrey Kakuba. Looks like we're rolling out 5 captains tonight. No, Kakuba's staying back, and Riley Griffin's taking his spot.
Man,
no, he's going back out there. He's going back out there.
Miscommunication here tonight. I went around the tunnels, everything like that. Oh, man. What do you think the call's going to be? Heads or tails?
I'm going to go with tails.
Tails
Always
never
take
fails.
tails. Always take tails.
Number 3, Xavier Rodriguez. Number 13, Cade Bortnam. Number 45, Tanner Moon.
I think Princeton's going to defer to the second half.
Number 61, Humphrey Kakuba.
That's what
And
happened.
number 24, Riley Griffin.
Princeton's going to receive. And we are about to get this thing underway. I'm sure we're going to get all lined up for the national anthem. Folks, we appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead and share the link with your friends and family, or if you know some family members that may be out of town, send them that YouTube link. If you got any family members who are nearby, within a 2-mile radius of the stadium, get them to tune into 88.9 FM, The Nest.
Yeah, we want some new tune-inners.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So here we go. We're going to step aside for the national anthem, and we'll be right back. Well, we're going to have you hear it, and then we'll get back on. All right, and we are ready to get this thing kicked off. Princeton Panthers going to receive the opening kickoff. So we're going to get an early look at this Falcon defense and see if they can get out to a hot start.
Yeah, and I think, special teams, we kind of preach that as well. Seeing the special teams get a little hot as well. You got to win in all 3 phases, as Jason Garrett says.
All 3 phases of the game. All 3 phases of the game. All right, so
like that one.
And we are listening or reviewing the chat as we speak. So, Austin, we appreciate you tuning in. Let's go Falcons, all the way from Aggie Land, he says.
Hey, Aggie's got a tough one tomorrow against Miami of Florida. The U.
The U. It's all about the U. But tonight it's all about the Falcons. And if any of you Falcon fans, Jennifer, we see you. Thanks for tuning in. Send the link out to your family. Send it out to your friends. Everybody should be enjoying some Falcon football here on a beautiful Texas Friday night.
You should just see a pooch kick here, Smitty. That's kind of something they've done this year. There's a lot of this little pooch kick thing. We've seen a lot in high school special teams, high school kickoffs, but
it's all about personnel. Tips talked about that, I think, last week with Coach Young. When do you decide to do that? When do you decide to kick it deep? And right now, one of the biggest playmakers on the field, Ja'Kalen Perkins, number 5 for the Panthers, is back deep to return. I would be surprised if we boot it to him, but we do. And it's going to land about 7 yards deep in the end zone, go right through his hands.
I don't think they were expecting it either because everybody looked a little shocked on that one.
There's that
boot.
wind. Definitely kick it deep there. I like it.
I'm in. Hey, a little something new.
Absolutely. Here we go. This quarterback, number 10, Braden Ratliff, he's a senior. And we watched some game film on him yesterday. He's not afraid to step up in the pocket and make some throws.
He's not, and he will throw it on you. Now, you got to watch out for the running back because they will hand it off. However, he will step up in this pocket, and he will make some throws. And watch out for number 5, Mr. Perkins, because he will get open in that slot position, and he will make you pay for it.
1st and 10 from the 25. 2 wide receivers each side. Single back. Shotgun snap, rolls right. Pressure by Tanner Moon. Intercepted Xavier Rodriguez. First play of the game.
Throw up the X.
Throw up the X. Number 3 making it happen.
And I'm not trying to say that I told you that there would be an interception, but I told you there'd be an interception. Maybe not by the guy I said, but we're already 1 play in, 1 interception. Let's get some more.
There you go, Falcon fans. How do you like that start to the game? Great pressure by Tanner Moon, and then a great athletic play by your Falcon defensive leader, Xavier Rodriguez.
X just read that like a book.
I was down here, hanging out with the guy from the Dallas Morning News, and I was like, hey, they're going to throw a screen out here, and X knew it was coming too. Watch film, right?
You guys are on the same page there. Cade Bortnam in this high-flying Falcon offense. Starting out this one from the Princeton 28-yard line. Shotgun snap, looks right, it's a screen.
Oh, no.
Wide receiver pass, he's got Travis Brewer, caught at the 5, touchdown Falcons.
Now that right there was a wide receiver pass to none other than number 12.
Jack Bryant, he's the 3rd string quarterback, and he is kind of a backup wide receiver. He's a junior. He hasn't got a ton of playing time in this season, but Jack Bryant delivered a strike.
1 for 1 with a tutty.
Absolutely. Gotta love those numbers.
That is a cool play. I want to see him do more of that as we go on through this season, huh?
I did not think I would be calling a Jack Bryant to Travis Brewer touchdown today. High snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. Falcons starting this thing quick, 7-0 lead with 11:47 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
We'll be right back with the award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club radio broadcast.
We all know how crazy these storms can be in Texas, and if you or someone you know has been impacted by any of these storms, call Russell Lorenz with Lorenz Contracting, an accredited business with a 5-star rating and 6-year warranties. Lorenz Contracting is your place to call for all of your roofing needs. Call 940-395-9413 for a free quote today.
Welcome back to the award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club radio broadcast.
We're back. Jack Bryant to Travis Brewer. 28-yard touchdown, and in 13 seconds, the Falcons were able to force a turnover with an Xavier Rodriguez interception and then put 7 points on the board with a wide receiver pass. 13 seconds, that's quick.
Man, that's what you like to see. One play, one touchdown. I mean, actually, when you think about it, 2 plays, but from your offense, 1 play, 1 touchdown. On defense, you only got to go 1 play. If, these guys have practiced in this. They got stamina, but they really haven't used it yet. So here we go. Second defensive drive.
Y'all should have seen the smile Coach Young just gave me. He just turned around. He's like, yeah, we do that.
Got a couple shout-outs to get out of the way. Shout out to the Superior Pool Boys. Shout out to the Eagle Mountain crew. And shout out to Brian Lopez, listening all the way from Mexico.
Oh, shout out Dan Smith, former play-by-play and sideline guy.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Shotgun snap, looks left, fires, quick wide receiver screen, and that's in and out of the hands of number 12.
That right there with being in and out of the hands reminded me a lot of that Thursday night football game last night.
Oh, man. Man, that was rough.
Little simple humor there for you this Friday night.
Little sports, little topical sports comment?
Yeah, little bringing it back to sports.
There you go. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line, and this quarterback is quick.
He is, but they have not handed it off yet, which is very surprising.
I mean, he'll get the ball out fast. He throws a nice tight spiral, but maybe just to the wrong person, at least in the first drive.
It looks like they're going to line up Bryce Dade in the backfield.
He's under center, tight end on the right side, and they're going to hand it off up the middle. It's number 20, Bryce Dade, and he's going to really just get back to the line of scrimmage, bring up 3rd down and 10.
Absolutely nowhere for him to go. And we've watched him run. He can run downhill, and he can run through you. He's not scared to go down. He'll fight for extra yards. And to see the Falcons able to take him down right there with not really allowing him anywhere to go is a win for your defense there.
Absolutely.
Now, 3rd and 10. Let's go, boys.
You got Tanner Moon, Jerry Irvin, Humphrey Kakuba, and Noah Wright up there for this Falcon defensive front. And these boys have been getting after it this year. Rolls left. He's met by Riley Griffin and just drops the ball. Humphrey Kakuba tried to get in there to recover the fumble, but Bryce Dade fell on it. It's going to bring up 4th down and 14.
And I think that is also from X. X sat right underneath that route, and, well, you just let the big man's eat at that point.
I mean, there was about to be a big-time collision there. Riley Griffin and the quarterback.
I think he might have dropped that football out of fear.
I sure would have.
Is a chance.
Now, he was about to get hit hard.
It was going to line up perfectly. The stars were aligned at that point.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's the punter for Princeton. Lined up on his own 5-yard line. Back deep to return. The dynamic Xavier Rodriguez at his own 50-yard line. It's going to be a short punt. He's going to field it at the 43, and he catches it. And he moves forward for a pickup of about 10 yards. Xavier Rodriguez does a nice job.
He caught the ball, bobbled it a little bit, brought it down to his right leg, his right thigh, and was able to keep it back in to keep from fumbling it. So that was a great play. Way to stay with it, Xavier Rodriguez. And, man, Falcons are getting another offensive possession less than 2 minutes into this game.
It's going to be exciting if they can put some points on the board here. Looks like Jack Bryant's going out there again. He hasn't gotten a ton of playing time. We got Brett Young at the top of your screen, Jack Bryant in the slot. At the bottom of your screen, it's Dylan Brockle. Blakesley in at that H-back position, and McAfee, the lone back in the backfield. Play action, he's rolling left, looking, fires. He's got Jack Bryant at the 24-yard line. Bryant inside the 20 and down at the 15.
Man, Jack Bryant, put his head down, wasn't scared to get hit right there. Maybe he showed some stuff in practice this week on, at the receiver position. They said, let the kid play.
Brett Young has really come up this season from what we saw last year. He's done a fantastic job of making himself a reliable option. 8 catches, 138 yards on the season. High snap, handoff. It's McAfee up the middle. He scampers inside the 15, spins another time, and he's inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line, and the Falcons are knocking on the door.
Man, and McAfee just refuses to go down no matter what. He always fights for those extra yards. He is very shifty and a very big downhill runner. Not big, but big as in he runs downhill a lot.
Absolutely.
So, good to see him almost get in there for the touchdown, and, hey, hand it off to him again.
On the ground, McAfee's got 23 carries, 150 yards on the season, averaging nearly 7 yards a carry with 1 touchdown. He's in the backfield right now. There's a chance he could get another. Falcons up 7-0 with nearly 9 minutes to go. McAfee scrambles. He's in. That's 6 points for the Falcons. They take a commanding 13-0 lead with 9:18 to go here in the first quarter.
Man, you've got some talented running backs here, and it's really just pick and choose. They're putting Brockle in the receiver position tonight and McAfee in the backfield. I mean, it's kind of like a little puzzle tonight of what can you do, pick and choose and have fun with.
Here's Mitchell White on to attempt the extra point. He's 1 for 1 so far tonight. The kick is up.
It's right down
Broadway. And the
Broadway.
kick is right down Broadway.
Right down Broadway, Smitty.
14-0, Falcons on top. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
Well, let me tell you something, dude. Are you ready for Lake Dallas High School football, brother? Brought to you by the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast and proudly sponsored by Mark Tucker's Allstate Agency in Corinth. With personalized coverage options and a commitment to the community. They're more than just insurance, dude. They're more than just 93,000 screaming Hulkamaniacs, brother. They're a partner you can trust, dude. That's Allstate. That's Mark Tucker Insurance, brother.
A great smile leaves a lasting impression, and at Corinth Orthodontics, that's exactly what they specialize in. Call Corinth Orthodontics at 940-321-3919, and don't forget, your smile is their passion.
Drive the excitement of Lake Dallas Falcon football with James Wood Auto Park, proud sponsors of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From the field to the road, they are all about top performance. James Wood Auto Park, the driving force of the Lake Dallas Falcon football.
There's the kickoff. Falcons lead 14-0. This one's going to bounce out of the back end of the end zone.
Well, to quote the old Adam Tips down there, I guarantee you this starts giving the coaches a great small, you know.
Oh, man. Already getting after him. Tips is upset. I can see it from here.
I embrace the hate.
You let the haters hate?
Let them hate.
Well, the first two offensive possessions have been sniffed out pretty quickly by this Falcon defense.
They haven't. One player to watch out that we don't highlight a lot is number 45, Tanner Moon. We highlight him here and there, but he's very quick and gets in there to get these sacks and tackles for loss a lot.
Peyton Stewart, the starting cornerback at the bottom of your screen right now, as that play goes absolutely nowhere. A gang of Falcon tacklers, including number 25, getting in there, Corbin Bailey.
Yeah, and starting on this defense, starting at corner, you got Jakarian Jackson, Christian DeCoquin, Darius Farushani Duncans, Riley Griffin, Xavier Rodriguez, as we mentioned here, Tony Butler, Jalen Brooks, Tanner Moon, Jerry Irvin, Humphrey Kakuba, and Noah Wright.
So, yeah, much like we are seeing on offense, there's actually some different personnel than what they give us on the two deep.
Yep. Peyton Stewart getting in there at corners is one of them.
On the far end, you got Charles McCullough at the top of your screen in man coverage, as this ball is going to get bounced outside, tackled by number 14, Christian DeKagan.
Yeah, Christian DeKagan gets in there and he tries to knock the ball free while tackling him, able to take him down, and that's a tackle for loss right there, Smitty. It's not a tackle for it was actually a gain of 2, but the previous one was a tackle for loss. Excuse me.
You're shutting us down, man.
Sorry, that's on me. Hey, we're getting our sea legs still.
Are we?
Week 3.
You were getting yours about 5 minutes ago, Smitty.
3rd down and 11. Ball on the 24-yard line. Trips right for the Panthers. And it's going to be a play action. Fires over the middle, and that is broken up. Incomplete pass defended by number 2, Jalen Brooks.
Man, I'm surprised I didn't call that a fumble, but I can also see what the refs are seeing there as well. He just catches it and gets hit hard, not able to bring it down. And Falcons hitting hard and causing him to not catch that ball is huge because he had some yards.
Yeah, that was Jacalen Montgomery Perkins, one of the go-to targets for Braden Ratliff on this Panther offense, and he's an electric player, but he's got to hang on to that ball if they want to get anything going.
Absolutely.
For the Falcons is number 3, Xavier Rodriguez.
X is back at the 45-yard line, his own 45-yard line. Falcons are looking to get another good return. Last time he was able, short punt, basically straight up, going to land right around the 36-yard line, take a Panther bounce, but only get to about the Falcon 40 or the Panther 40-yard line, and that is where the Falcons will take over.
We do have a flag there, Smitty. Eager to see what that's for. I didn't get to see that side of the field. It's going to be away from us.
Yeah, flag on the Panther sideline, it looks like.
Back there on the 30. Like a block in the back on the Falcons.
on a punt that went 5 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Falcons looking good so far. They got 3 first downs, 61 total yards of offense. And, of course, 2 touchdowns. You all right?
Sorry. Had a yawn there. I thought you were going to keep going, but I appreciate you calling me out. Thank you. Hold me accountable. All right, now it looks like we're going to line up McAfee and Brockle in the backfield.
I didn't see the call, but we certainly got moved back. Was it really a block in the back, Tips?
It was a block in the back.
Yeah, Cameron saw it. He read it out. I guess he can see that, you know.
Thank you.
So in at the H-back position is number 32, sophomore Davin Hopkins. Looks like we might have jumped there.
Did they jump before us to
I know.
initiate?
It really looked like it
movement?
to me. From the booth, it looked like that could be encroachment. No, they're going to call it a false start. That'll back the Falcons up 5 yards. First down and 15 from the 44-yard line.
Hey, settle in. You're having fun here. We're having fun here now.
Well, and that's one of the things that Coach Smith, one of the offensive play callers, talked with me about in that pregame interview was if there's anything we can clean up, it's these mental mistakes. Control what you can control. And that's one of the things that we can control, right? Don't get called for false starts. Handoff, Brockle, right side. He finds a hole, and he's going to pick up 6 yards.
Yeah, he's going to get them back to where they'd be if they'd started originally. And, man, now maybe we throw a little something downfield. Second down, show them a little something. We ain't shown them yet.
Second and 11 from the 48-yard line. McAfee lined up at the bottom of your screen, but he's going to get in a little closer to the action as Brett Young comes out wide, number 9.
We haven't seen Keondae play yet either.
Keondae has not been in. Keondae, the leading receiver for the Falcons. Keondae Henry. Here's the snap, play action, fires. He's got McAfee caught at the 45-yard line, across the 50, across the 45, and brought down, marked at the 43-yard line.
I really do like when these Falcons run screens like that, especially with a running back like McAfee, because these receivers are very good at blocking. We've seen them excel in the blocking department, and McAfee is an incredible runner behind blocks like that. And so he's able to pick up yards and almost get a first down. Got about 2 to go here, Smitty. Let's roll.
You know, you really don't call it a jumbo set, but I guess this would be the Falcons' version of that.
Yeah.
You got Blakesley on the right side lined up as a tight end, and at the H-back position, it's Davin Hopkins. 2 receivers out. Brockle in the backfield, and the snap is out and recovered by the Panthers. It looks like he wasn't expecting the snap, and there was some confusion there between Hayden Sander, the junior center, and Cade Bortnam. That's going to be a turnover.
Those are those middle mistakes he was talking about in the pregame interview, and you just gotta work through them. Got to work through them. These are the games that you got to work those out through.
I think this is the first big test for the defense right here. Off of a turnover, that thing called momentum.
Oh, so, you know what they say about Mo.
We got to get new sayings. We've been rolling out the same stuff for like 2 years.
Well, if the shoe fits and if it ain't broke.
Look at this here. Tight end on the right side of that line of scrimmage. 2 receivers on the left, and it's going to be a handoff right side. They're trying to go through the heart of this Falcon defense, and nothing doing there for the Panthers.
Nope. And, hey, watch out, number 27. Number 23. That's number 27 for us. Sorry about that. Peyton Stewart, I haven't seen him yet, so seen him tonight. And 23 for the visitor, that'd be Jordan Mosley. They get a little choppy there, so that's a matchup to watch out as we go through the night.
It's at the bottom of your screen. 3 linebackers for the Falcons. 4 men up front. 2 safeties back deep. And he's looking to go with a little wheel route. He's bobbled and then caught. He might be close to a first down. I think it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1 or 2. Great play there by number 5, Ja'Kalen Perkins.
For Perkins to stay with it right there and bring that in and gain them the yards like that, that was a great effort by him. And it's going to give them a great field position to try to get this first down.
Bit of a high throw there by Braden Ratliff. I mean, he really excels in these quick plays where he doesn't have to see the play develop. It's like, hey, I'm going here right away, you know, and he fires it out there. Shotgun formation, trips right for the Panthers. Quick snap, fires, and it's going to be caught, but a huge loss as that is a big-time play on 3rd down by number 2, Jalen Brooks.
Well, it's set up by Xavier. So here's what happens. X gets in there. It's getting blocked by a receiver, but X is able to put a hand on him and throw him backwards while getting blocked. And that just sets him up perfectly to get tackled there by number 2, Jalen Brooks. So X made a play there. He made a big-time play.
Fantastic play, and that'll bring up 4th down and 8.
Incredible strength right there. That was awesome.
Looks like we're ready for anything right now.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know what Princeton does. Maybe try to throw it down the field, but I mean, even then we knocked it out earlier.
Right.
But all of these one-option plays that they're giving to the quarterback, it just ain't working. So they got to do something. This is another terrible one.
Punt goes straight up, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. Falcons are going to take over from their own 45-yard line. And way to get off the field right there. Big play on 3rd down. Xavier Rodriguez and Jalen Brooks making it happen. I mean, Princeton had to get themselves to 3rd and short by a pretty miraculous play by Jalen Perkins. But nonetheless, they did, and Falcons were able to come up big on 3rd down.
Well, your offense gets to reset now. Get their minds right after that one.
Brett Young at the top of your screen. Brockle at the bottom of your screen, lining up as a wide receiver. McAfee in the backfield. And it looks like Jack Bryant in at the slot. Blakesley, the sniffer back, as Cade Bortnam looks to the sideline. Barkin orders at his offensive line. McAfee shifts from left to right. Bortnam, play action, fires across the middle. That's pass interference. That's going to be a first down for the Birds.
I mean, he had him covered up, and it was a little too much contact there, especially for high school, for it not to draw a flag.
Still almost caught it. And another flag came in late there.
I think it's for the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just one guy was a little quicker on the reaction there.
I mean, yeah, pass interference on the defense. That'll move him up.
And you know what? It wasn't like it was crazy or anything.
It really wasn't.
To help out, to say Princeton actually tried to make a good play. It was just a hair too early, and I think he slightly turned Brett's shoulder pads.
Avery Overstreet says she's watching my nephew all the way from Florida. Let's go X and Falcons.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in from the Sunshine State. Handoff up the middle. It's McAfee. He breaks a tackle at the 45. He's inside the 35 at the 30, and he's brought down.
Man.
Enough for a Falcon first down.
It looked like he was going to go down right there at the line of scrimmage, but, man, he said, no, I'm good. Stiff-armed him down, is able to break outside and pick up a first down. What a great run by the young man.
4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Falcons are rolling after that big-time pickup by Sam McAfee. McAfee, the lone back in the backfield once again. Handoff. He's going to go left side with it. Gets a great block on the edge. He's going to break a tackle. He's inside the 20. Down at the 15. Another first down.
Broke 2 tackles. Almost 3. He does that spin move. They just don't know how to grab him when he's in that spin move.
Man. Great job there by Sam McAfee. He runs hard.
Hit him with that whoop. Whoop.
He hit him with a lot of them on that play.
Oh, yeah.
So once again, Falcons going with, I don't know how to quite describe this, Tips, but I'm going with Jumbo, their version of Jumbo. They got a tight end and a sniffer back in. And it looks like we got a timeout here on the field. As they take one, we will as well. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
We'll be right back with the award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club radio broadcast.
Fans, we've got a winning lineup of sponsors, including Alpha and Omega Contract Sales and Consulting, local business-minded teammates supporting the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From the trenches to the end zone, they're in the game. Nitrogen services, heavy machinery, hydraulics, and equipment rentals. They've got every position covered. Alpha and Omega Contract Sales and Consulting, playing their part in the playbook of community support.
Are you ready for some thrilling touchdowns, heart-stopping tackles, and game-changing plays? It's football season in Lake Dallas, and excitement is in the air. And when it comes to Lake Dallas football, there's one name you can trust to find your perfect touchdown-worthy home. Sanders Realty, proud sponsor of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
Hey folks, for any and all banking needs, go see our friends down at Point Bank. Point Bank, the people's bank, will be glad to assist you in any and all banking needs. Proud sponsor of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club and broadcast.
Welcome back to the award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club radio broadcast.
So the Falcons are going with a different look here. Quick handoff, and Bortnum's actually going to keep it and take off.
Oh.
And he's going to get bounced around pretty good, not picking up more than a couple yards, but great job keeping it, as it was kind of a read option type play.
It was. He hands it off, sees that the defender's in his face, says, you know what, let me keep this, see if I can get some yards. He's able to pick up some, and he is a hard runner also. We've seen him pick up speed this year, and I want to see him break off some more of those.
Blakesley lined up at tight end on the right side. Hopkins in at the H-back position. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. It's Dylan Brockle who's going to push forward, get a little help from his friends, and get down to the 10-yard line.
Man, again, you got fresh legs right there with him getting in there and just running the ball. So he's fast. Unfortunately, not able to find as big of a hole as McAfee's been able to find tonight, but still picks up some very much needed and productive yards.
So off comes Hopkins. In goes the electric Travis Brewer. To have him on your roster as the third running back, I mean, technically he's the second, but the way that they use McAfee so much, McAfee's listed as a wide receiver, but he's used so often at the running back position. To have Travis Brewer be able to come in here, 3rd down and 5 from the 10-yard line. You got McAfee on the right side of Bortnum, Brewer on the left side, Brockle out wide, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle. McAfee trying to bounce it outside, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to bring him, they're going to mark him at the 10 for forward progress, and looks like here comes Mitchell White in the kicking unit.
It's a three-headed monster out there running back, if you will.
Yeah, no, they have so many options on this offensive side of the ball.
That they do.
So here's Mitchell White. So far, he's 2 for 2 on extra points tonight. He's going to be kicking this one from the 17-yard line, 27-yard attempt. And the ball is up, and it is good. Falcons with 2:07 to go in the first quarter. They lead 17-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
In the heart of our community lies the spirit of young athletes thriving and growing, all thanks to Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association, proud sponsors of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From field to spirit, they're shaping the future with every play and cheer. Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association, a vibrant hub of growth and teamwork. Join us in applauding Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association for their dedication to nurturing the next generation of Lake Dallas champions.
Hey Falcon faithful, are you protected? Well, if you're not, give Mark Tucker a call from Allstate Insurance, 24/7 coverage, and he'll get you helped out on your auto, home, and anything else you might need. Give him a call at 940-321-1881.
Got a couple shout-outs for the chat. Vincent Hughes, class of 91, listening from Louisville, Kentucky. He says, go Falcons. Chris Snyder wants to give a shout-out to his brother, Lincoln Snyder, number 22, who's running down on kickoff right now.
Man,
we'll see what this Falcon defense can do.
Well, right now they've been pitching a perfect game, batting 1,000. So, you know, let's see what they can do here on this. What would this be? Their fourth time on the field, fifth time?
I believe, yeah. This will be the 4th offensive set here for the Princeton Panthers. They haven't even gotten a first down yet.
Nope, and thanks to this Falcon defense, they're just playing out of their minds right now. Starting off with the first play with an interception. So, hey.
All right, guys, we're going to get 2 unsportsmanlikes here.
We are on Princeton?
Yeah, it's just going to be 2 of them. Standing by the ref, and he's talking to Coach Young. I just overheard. So it's going to be 2 unsportsmanlikes, offsetting, but obviously it's still 2 personal fouls to each of those players.
Gotcha.
Okay, one on us, one on them.
Good
Correct.
intel. I didn't see anything,
Yeah.
but
did you see
hard
what
for me
happened?
to keep up.
I actually didn't see it happen. I turned back around, and there was laundry on the field. So, and then he came over and said, there's going to be two penalties. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just spill the beans then before it comes out for everybody else.
We appreciate it.
That's the kind of insider information that you're going to get here on the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast, whether you're listening on YouTube or 88.9 KNST, The Nest.
Tips, I'm not sure they're going to offset that.
To introduce our 2023 varsity champions.
That's what he said. I don't know what happened.
They did not appear to.
They're sponsored by
Did you just get yelled at?
No, he ain't yelling at me.
It looked like you did. We got a little bit of a pistol formation. Handoff up the middle. Not much doing there for the Panthers on first down.
Man, there's just nothing home for them. And again, this offensive line usually are pretty good about creating a hole for this running back, but the Falcons are just not letting them do it.
Looks like Riley Griffin, the senior middle linebacker, making his presence known early in this one as the Falcons lead 17-0 with 1:45 here to go in the first quarter. 4-man front for the Falcons. They're bringing number 2 in as well. That's Jalen Brooks, kind of stacking the box a little bit. You got 8 men in the box, but they're rolling with a tight end. So a halfback toss, and he's going to scramble and pick up a few yards. That's number 17 for the Panthers.
They're still pushing him, but he's just not going to be able to get him anywhere. Maybe gain it 2.
Marquise Oshodi. They're trying to go with anything. They're giving us some different looks, that's for sure. And off goes 17. On comes number 5, folks. Go ahead and keep your eyes peeled for that slot receiver at the bottom of your screen. Number 5, Ja'Kalen Perkins. As he moves closer in towards that right tackle, he's lined up on the line of scrimmage. Quarterback barking orders, moving the running back from his left to his right. Doubles wide receivers on the left side. A lone wide out on the bottom of your screen. Quarterback drops back, feels the pressure, fires, wide open man, number 12 in the middle of the field, DeMarcus McCoy. Senior wide receiver couldn't reel it in. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Man, and Ratliff hits him right in the hands.
Great pass.
Right in the hands.
I'll wait for this announcement for real quick, but I think we might have a little bit of I just pulled up the weather radar. Wind changed, and I was like, wow, it got a little bit windy. And there are some cells just north of us, so.
Is that right?
Could possibly hit us. It's more like McKinney's going to get hit, but there's a chance.
It ain't going to hit us, man. Let me tell you a story about a little place where it never rains.
Texas.
Well, Lake Dallas.
Here's the punt, and he's going to get it off. A lot better than the last two, as this one's going to be fair caught right around the 23-yard line. Xavier does a nice job of getting under that one, and the Falcons going to take over at the 22. The clock seems to be rolling here.
I don't know if they know yet.
Okay, they stopped it at 25.
Should be 6 seconds added to that. Should be about 31 seconds, I believe, right?
Thinking the same thing, yeah.
Tips, you're just doing so good.
I'm good. I'm just here for extra information if y'all want it,
You know, with it being non-district, and I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse here, but we saw this in week 1 where it turned into a little bit of a blowout, and you had these insanely hot temperatures. Towards the end of the game, I think for the whole 4th quarter, we went with a rolling clock. I wonder if that could be the case here tonight. Again, not trying to get ahead of myself. High snap, handoff, Brockle right side. He gets a block, and he's going to bounce it outside, get across the 30-yard line. He's going to have enough for a first down, but there is a flag near the 19.
I think that's coming back, Smitty. I think there might have been a reason that he got a little bit of yardage there.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be moving him back.
I've been known to be wrong, but I think this is going to back him up a little bit. Is the temperature coming down a little bit on you down there, Tips? Oh, hey.
All right.
I was
sideline issue there. That's a sideline issue on Princeton, so it's going to.
So did we get 5 extra yards out of it?
No. So the flag came out, and you would think it's going to be. So it's a sideline warning at that point on Princeton. Okay. So it's still marked. The play stands. That's the warning. Any other time, 15 yards.
Gotcha.
I thought it was a hold.
I mean, I thought so. That dude threw the flag kind of like on the play. I thought it would have been more on the sideline there, huh?
Motion here, as it looks like we have McAfee moving towards the middle of the field. Trucks a man at the 50, and he is off to the races inside the 30 and tackled at the 25-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm worried about that flag, boys.
I am as well.
Somebody just lost their mouthpiece in the middle of the field.
We got a hold, and this thing's coming back.
Man. But great effort from the young man at that run and trucking somebody over. Somebody lost a mouthpiece on that run.
Chance coming from the nest down there.
Yeah, I heard that one earlier. Me and Q looked at each other and laughed. We were like, I don't really know if you should do that at a high school game, but it's all right.
That one hurts right there. As that leaves 6 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. The Falcons are up 17-0. That was a big-time gain by Sam McAfee, and really an incredible run. I mean, he ran a man smooth over at the 50-yard line, just left him in the dust. I thought he was going to break free and be able to make his way to the end zone, but he exerted a lot of energy, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So
let's keep it here.
Yeah, we'll keep it right here as the Falcons lead 17-0.
You've had some hiccups, and you know that happens. You've had a few hiccups on the first quarter of the game, but all in all, you like what you see from this team, defense and offensively.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you want to see them clean those things up as we go the rest of the game. However, kind of a great start for them.
Yeah. You know, I really liked the wide receiver pass, the first play from scrimmage for the Falcons. Jack Bryant to Travis Brewer. That was exciting.
I do like the trickery. I think that's something that, you know, as we go through the season, we'll see some more kind of design plays, some design trick plays, if you will. But, you know, having that is huge for this offense, having those weapons like that to run that.
Yeah, absolutely. We have not seen number 10, Keondae Henry, enter the game yet.
Yeah, and I don't – obviously you don't want to speculate. Could be a plethora of things. So
sure. Hey, getting some other guys some looks.
Yeah, maybe Tips could get us a report on that later. Who knows? But
Tips, our inside reporter. As it looks like the Falcons are going to start their drive from the 23-yard line. Well, not start their drive, take back over, I'm sorry. First down at 20 from their own 23-yard line. Jack Bryant in motion, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Brockle makes a move in the backfield. He makes another move. He's across the 50, across the 40, 30, inside the 20, inside the 10, and that is a touchdown for the Falcons.
I don't see any mustard on the lettuce back there, Smitty. That's a heck of a run by the young man.
Dylan Brockle, first play of the second quarter. Falcons take a 23-0 lead, 77-yard run.
And, folks, that wind's picking up outside, so we might take the crowd mic down just a little bit for you guys. So if you just hear us, there's a reason for that. We got this storm brewing.
Boy, it really does look like
that
the wind is picking
up out there.
Look at how hard these flag guys are having to run. They're running right into a wind.
Yeah.
As this kick is up, and it is good.
Right
Mitchell
down
White,
Broadway.
perfect for the night. 24-0, 11:46 here to go in the second quarter. We're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
We'll be right back with more Lake Dallas Falcon football from the award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club radio broadcast.
Fab Solis here for Corinth Orthodontics. Dr. V and his great staff take care of my 3 kids and all their orthodontic needs. Dr. V and his patient-friendly staff also provide Damon Clear braces, Invisalign for teens and adults, adult braces, teen orthodontics, and 3D smile technology. His office is conveniently located at 3003 FM 2181, Suite 100. Visit them at trophycluborthodontics.com for your complimentary consultation or email them at corinthortho@gmail.com.
A great smile leaves a lasting impression, and at Corinth Orthodontics, that's exactly what they specialize in. Call Corinth Orthodontics at 940-321-3919, and don't forget, your smile is their passion.
We're back, folks. 11:46 here to go in the second quarter. Falcons up 24-0 with a little short kick that's going to land somewhere right around the 18-yard line and roll out of received before it goes out of bounds.
What an effort by Travis Brewer there to go in there and almost get that ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Travis Brewer came in there flying.
Yo, that kid messed up. He fielded that ball. He should have just let it go. It would have gone to the 35.
Well, he should have came up and caught it, number one. And then, you're right, he should have probably let it go. But I think Travis Brewer might have tried to bat it back in or something.
Yeah, but he should have tried to not do that. I don't know, go block the guy, maybe. Yeah, that's just another mistake by Princeton that's, which is why we have the result we have right now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Hey, that 77-yard run for a touchdown by Dylan Brockle, that gives you some confidence going into this one, though.
Tight end on the right side. Shotgun snap, and he fires across the middle. It's going to be caught.
Oh, my goodness.
Xavier Rodriguez and Riley Griffin in on the tackle
just
there.
Up-ended number 14, Dylan Gilbert right there, the tight end linebacker.
Yeah. Second down and 5 for the Panthers from their own 23-yard line. Tight end on the right side, one receiver at the top of your screen, doubles on the left side.
Charles McCullough
Pistol
down
formation.
Here. Charles McCullough down here in the corner.
Yeah, and Jalen Brooks up at the safety there. And it's going to be caught, and he's going to evade number 3, Xavier Rodriguez. That was Jalen Perkins. He's a playmaker.
But he couldn't get away from Riley Griffin and Tanner Moon.
He put a good little cutback right there, and it tripped out X.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. It's hard to make him miss. As there's some confusion there. But Riley Griffin, just a stone wall. They're going to get enough for a first down, but great play by that young man.
It's a great play by Riley Griffin. However, number 88, Vincent Aparcio, was absolutely wide open out there. There was a miscommunication, so Falcons got away with one.
Yeah, thank God that they were running the ball there. As you're right, nobody covered him. A little bit of confusion here on this Falcon front. Humphrey Kakuba getting things lined out. He was the Falcon of the Week this week, I believe, or the Defensive Player of the Week. It was one or the other. We can take a look into that. I'm sure Tips knows.
I think Tips is on the committee for that, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he gets a vote. As it's going to be play action. Quarterback scrambling. Here comes Tanner Moon. And that's going to be a sack by Kakuba.
Man, they are just absolutely beating him up.
Big number 61. Making things happen up there in the trenches.
That quarterback is just getting beat up. And they're going to – okay, they're taking him to the sideline. I thought he was going to go out for a play, but he just goes to get his play from the sideline. Man, you see them. This Princeton offense kind of lines up more in a traditional set that you see, rather than kind of the high school hybrid college we see offensive lineup here.
Well, they use a lot of tight ends.
They have that true tight end lineup.
Yeah, they use tight ends, and they'll go under center from time to time, which is something you don't see a whole lot of in high school football these days, just like we're seeing right here. 2 tight ends, under center, and that's timeout Princeton. So as they take one, we will also. 9:35 to go in the second quarter. Falcons up 24-0. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent, has been a proud sponsor of your Lake Dallas Falcons football before there was a Lake Dallas Falcons football team. Mark was a sponsor before there were automobiles, before there was even a Mark Tucker. Ha! Impossible, you say? Not if you know Mark Tucker. Your rate's too high? Your company raising your rates every time you turn left? Give Mark a try. Mention Lake Dallas while getting a quote. For every quote, $5 will go to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club. $5, $5, ka-ching! Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent.
Hey, folks, Justin Smitty Smith here. Wanted to let you guys know to get those kiddos signed up for all LCFCA activities this fall. Sign-ups are going on now. Make sure to get them enrolled as soon as possible. Thank you.
Sweet Huffine Chevrolet in Louisville, where the prices are so low. So low, so low, so low.
9:35 here to go in the second quarter. Second down and 10 for the Princeton Panthers. Good push up front from the Falcons. And they're going to pick up a few yards. Nice tackle by Riley Griffin, senior linebacker. And these linebackers, of course you got X, you got Riley Griffin, and then number 25 is also starting here tonight. That's Corbin Bailey. And he's been playing really well.
He has. We've called his name before. Many a times.
We have. Good point. Well brought out.
Many a times. Well, thank you.
Slot receiver here for the Panthers on 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, rolls right immediately. Comes up into the line of scrimmage. He's going to be brought down. Kakuba missed him the first time, and Griffin and looks like Tanner Moon cleaned it up.
And Riley Griffin was in there on that. Man, that these linebackers are just playing their butts off tonight.
They are. I mean, that was Kakuba all the way. I mean, Kakuba was the first one to get to him. He narrowly evaded that tackle.
That too. I mean, Kakuba is having himself a game, but these linebackers are just speeding in to help finish these tackles off.
Yeah, this defense is pretty impressive.
It is.
You ever seen anything like that, Tips?
No.
Oh, and they almost blocked that one.
Caught by Xavier Rodriguez at the 37-yard line, and he makes a man miss. He's across the 40, across the 50, and he's going to get driven out of bounds towards the Panther sideline at the Panther 48-yard line.
Man, and he didn't just make a man miss. He made a man go down to his knees on that one. I mean, just kind of just shook him off, broke his ankles, if you will, and what a great Great run back there to pick you up some yards.
He's just a good football player.
He's what you put ATH next to, right?
ATH, athlete.
Mm-hmm. I've been listed as that before, if you are wondering.
No one believes that. If you don't believe that, go ahead and chime in on the chat. Hit us up or give us a call.
And I believe Brewer's going to be in the backfield now. I think I saw Dylan in the tent.
Okay, Dylan's in the tent. Handoff, Travis Brewer, right side. He tried to make a man miss. He's going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage at the 50-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12, so Dylan's in the tent. Okay, good to know. We will keep you posted on that, as it looks like we're going to get a heavy dose of Travis Brewer and Sam McAfee.
Yep, so yet to see Keondae, but the guys who have been in have stepped up and just played their butts off tonight.
Brett Young, he's been a reliable option this season so far for Cade Bortnam, coming into this game with 8 catches, 138 yards on the season. No touchdowns yet, but he's averaging almost 18 yards a catch.
Yeah.
Here's McAfee out wide. He's going to get across the 50 and brought down near the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Falcons.
He tried to shake him. And unfortunately was not able to shake him right there, man.
We got a Falcon fan named Cowboys Stars chiming in. Says, class of 84 here, 40 years after the fact. Go Falcons.
I want a wild guess here. I think he's a Cowboys and a Stars fan.
You think so? Or he's just big fan of the Cowboys star?
Maybe.
Let us know.
Hey.
A lot of speculation going up here in the
Josh
booth.
is wearing a Cowboys shirt tonight.
Josh, the electrician, the cameraman. Shouts
Game
out
one
to
this
you.
weekend.
Game 1 this weekend. So speaking of class of 84, I'm class of 13, Cameron.
Really?
Yeah, that's right. So you know what that means this year.
You're getting old.
I'm getting old. I am getting old. And my 10-year high school reunion is coming up here in just a few weeks.
Are you going?
I am going. Of course I'm going. And we're going to have my class president, Zebby Poikattle, former member of the broadcast team. He will be joining us here at halftime, and we're going to be looking right into the camera and telling all of our classmates, you better be there. Yeah, the cream will rise to the top. Yeah. Okay.
What was that?
What?
What was that?
I don't know. Sometimes that just happens in business meetings.
Oh,
and
my
just,
goodness.
Yeah, at any point in time, I could just turn into Randy Savage.
Let me tell you something, brother.
7 minutes here to go in the second quarter.
Oh, a very high-pitched woo right there.
3rd and long for the Falcons. Brett Young at the bottom of your screen. Looks like McAfee might be out wide at the top. Travis Brewer in the backfield. And Cade is rolling out. He's got Brett wide open. Brett Young comes down with a big catch.
Man, let me tell you something, Smitty. If he's able to lead him a little more, that's a touchdown. But great throw, great catch. He might not be able to breathe right there.
He got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. Brett Young, number 9, coming up huge. On 3rd and long, the Falcons convert and find themselves in the red zone with a 24-0 lead. 6:50 to go here in the second quarter. McAfee in the slot. Jack Bryant came in for Brett Young. Davin Hopkins in at the H-back position, and Brewer is blown up in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 5 yards.
Yeah, I got to see the offensive line step up and prevent that from happening as we go through this game, Smitty. But luckily it happened on 1st down. You just reset, replay 2nd down here and see what happens.
Guys, I'm seeing some scaries in the sky getting closer.
Don't be scared, Tips.
You got an umbrella, Tips?
Did you not bring your umbrella?
No, when I say that, I mean I'm seeing some light in the sky.
Oh.
Just a little update.
Speaking in code.
Oh, hey, if you hold a key in a kite up.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make electricity.
Yeah, go get your kite, dude. As it's going to be a play action. Bortnam rolling. Fires. End zone. Intercepted in the end zone. First one of the year.
Oh, and
we do have a flag on the field, though, towards the Princeton sideline. This one could be coming back. Looks like McAfee is struggling to get up in the corner of that end zone.
Yep.
And McAfee going to limp off the field. We're going to see what this call is, as it is illegal man downfield. Is that what that is?
Yep. That's what that's going to be.
So replay of 2nd down.
No, that makes no sense.
No, of course.
I don't know why he said that. They decline it. It's a turnover.
Of
we
course.
threw an interception. 1st down, Princeton.
Of course it is, yes. Sorry about that.
No, but you just read what the ref did. That's what he did. He didn't say penalty declined or anything. It's high school refs, man. Come on.
Hey, we're all doing our best.
We try.
It's high school announcing, too.
We're having fun here.
Exactly.
We're proving that we're all amateurs here tonight. I'm just kidding. The referees are doing a great job, man. I don't know if I could do their job at all. It's 100 degrees out there, and I would say they're calling a pretty good game.
You know what? We can do what they do, but they can't do what we do.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Princeton under center, handoff, right side. Riley Griffin is a brick wall tonight. This Falcon defense isn't giving up an inch.
No, they don't want to mess around and let any yards be taken. So they are shoring up that line and making sure there's no holes to be ran through. Yes, sir.
4 down linemen here for the Falcons. 3 linebackers. Looks like they're going with kind of a cover 4 look, as they so often do. As it was going to be a play action, I believe. Quarterback got tripped up a little bit. Fires, sideline, he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, that's going to be out of bounds. I mean, he had him beat. He had his man beat, but just overthrew him.
You know, for throwing off of his back foot, I actually think Braden Ratliff did a decent job there.
Wasn't a bad attempt.
Or I don't know if it was quite off his back foot, but it's certainly across his body on kind of a busted play. Not a bad ball, but the Falcons live to fight another day. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 from the 23-yard line.
We got an update here. Big storm out by Gainesville. That's the lightning you are seeing, Tips.
That's way far away. Score is 24-0. That is correct. 24-0. Falcons on top. 5:15 here to go in the second quarter. 3rd down. Fires middle. Riley Griffin. He's got the quarterback to beat. Stiff arm inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons.
That's a pick. So what's that, 2? 2 interceptions now?
2 interceptions.
Should I just start predicting them every game?
Start predicting them every game. There is a flag down there near the goal line.
Now let's be good here, refs. Let's be nice. Looks like they're talking to Coach Young.
Boy, that was a fantastic play. While they square this up. All right, so here comes the kicking unit.
Touchdown.
It'll be assessed on the kickoff, or what is?
Well,
what is the call?
It is a face mask, so it happens on that play. So I think you would either take it here, right? Because it's not a dead ball thing. So it happened during the play. So it either have to take place here on this PAT, or you decline it. And
right.
I think that's what happens here.
Okay. So here's the extra point. Mitchell White, perfect so far through this one. Kind of a rough snap. That ball is up. It was tipped, but it is good. So the Falcons have a 31-0 lead. We'll be right back. We got 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
This is Gabe Salinas from your Chick-fil-A at Kensington Square. Come out and try our grilled chicken club, or try a cool wrap, or have some of our delicious Chick-fil-A waffle potato fries. Cool yourself off with our new chocolate fudge brownie or mocha cream cold brew. Our dining room is open, or you can use our drive-thru for contactless ordering, payment, and delivery. We are committed to serving you safely. As always, it's our pleasure to serve you.
Drive the excitement of Lake Dallas Falcon football with James Wood Auto Park, proud sponsors of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From the field to the road, they are all about top performance. James Wood Auto Park, the driving force of the Lake Dallas Falcon football.
Touchdowns and support, that's what Lake Dallas football is all about. Proudly sponsored by Lorenz Contracting, your trusted general contractor and roofing experts. For top-notch construction and roofing solutions, visit Lorenz Contracting at russroofing.com. That's R-U-S-S roofing.com.
Falcons up 31-0 over Princeton. And the penalty is getting assessed on the kickoff. It was against the Panthers. So the Falcons are going to be kicking off from the Princeton 45-yard line.
Which is good with this wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blowing pretty good down here right now, this wind is. So to get it up to here.
You look like Jim Cantor during hurricane season down there.
Give y'all weather updates.
Kick is up, and it is almost through the uprights.
It's no good, though. Yeah, I missed it just right.
We got a little extracurricular going on here, as it's getting a bit chippy.
Well, when you're down 31-0, tempers can get the best of you, emotions get the best of you. If you're this Princeton team, you got to keep your emotions in check. But Falcons definitely have to, because you don't want to do anything dumb right now with this big of a lead to jeopardize your team.
No, and those coaches, I mean, Coach Young and his coaching staff are all over it right now. I'm sure they're conveying the message, hey, this is time to be mentally strong. You know, you're up big right now. Control what you can control, and retaliating on something dumb or getting a penalty, you know, that could hurt the team is just not the thing to do right now.
Just ain't it.
I formation there for the Princeton Panthers.
Oh.
And, man, big-time play by Riley Griffin. He's having one of the best games that I can remember him having in a long time.
Yeah, we saw him step up big his sophomore year. Junior year, he was consistent, but tonight's one of the biggest ones, I agree with you, that we've seen in a long time of him to really get in there and be a key factor and really solidify himself as maybe even a player of the game.
I mean, he's flying around. Every play he's in, somebody's getting hit hard. You know, like the pick six, that was awesome. He went right at the quarterback, stiff-armed him. Princeton going with the tight end on the left side. Fullback. You don't ever see a fullback anymore.
Yeah, this is awesome.
But here we go, handoff. He's going right behind that fullback, and he is met by a wall. That was number 25, Corbin Bailey.
Hey, the Falcons said, fullback, we don't care. We'll come in and get you.
Lake Dallas is saying throw any formation you want at us right now because, like, this is easy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, I mean, I think Princeton's just trying to find some sort of formation that might help out a little bit. So maybe that lead back there will open up a gap. But, I mean, the Falcons are flying, man, and they're finding that rock pretty quick.
That they are.
31-0. 3:45 here to go in the second quarter. Falcons up big over the 0-2 Princeton Panthers in this one. First home game of the season.
Got fullback lined up again, Smitty.
Going with that I formation, 3rd and 10.
Defense showing a 4-3.
Here we go, play action. Looking across the middle. He's got pressure. Tanner Moon giving chase. Humphrey Kakuba trying to make a play. And this ball is going to be caught at the 46-yard line by number 23 of the Princeton Panthers, Jordan Mosley, the sophomore wide receiver.
Great effort from Jordan Mosley to make that catch, but even better effort from Ratliff to stay with it and evade the pressure and make that throw downfield.
Patient.
Patient.
He was trying to move up into the pocket, and Tanner Moon kind of collapsed on him there. That was a 29-yard pickup on 3rd and 10 out of the I formation. You know, I was not expecting that.
Out of the I, huh?
Out of the I. What do you think about that, Tips?
I like it, especially when we have a little storm brewing. It kind of worked out really well there.
You really are our weather guy.
I am the weather guy.
Going under center here.
Here we go. No fullback this time. Mosley in at the slot. Two receivers. Oh, the ball is lost. It's going the other way.
Yep.
Falcons got the ball. And that is recovered by number 35, Jerry Irvin.
Man, good for him to get his first recovery of the season. Is that second, third fumble Falcons recovered this year?
I'm not sure. I don't have that one right in front of me, but they're creating some
Color,
turnovers.
man. Where's the stats?
I think
that's your job.
I think that's the second or third one they've been able to recover this season, and 3 games in, that's huge. Thanks, Tips.
The amount of turnovers we have right now as a team.
It's great. That's the
and
third turnover
special
this
teams
game.
play with X last week. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, I got distracted, lightning. The team's just flying around. Everybody's queuing tonight. There's nothing negative going on. I don't know, but this one's feeling like it's already over.
Yeah, it is kind of looking that way a little bit. Shotgun formation. Double wide receivers. Double twins. And this ball is going to be handed off jet sweep. It's Xavier Rodriguez. He's driven out of bounds near the 49-yard line.
And we're able to put anybody we want in.
Yeah, what a neat thing to see. Xavier Rodriguez.
That's what's nice. You have X on defense now. Brett made a big play, but then you can take him out because he lost the win. Throw someone else in there, and then we still score. We can do whatever we want. It's awesome.
2nd down and 6 for the Falcons. Ball on the Princeton 49-yard line. Brett Young at the bottom of your screen. And he's going to fire to Brett Young.
Man, that's
as Cade Borden was hit in the face as he delivered that ball.
Yeah, I heard Harvey up there say it, call it out. That was very obvious. Just kind of slapped him, grabbed the face mask. So that's going to be an easy 15 there.
It's like he poked him in the face almost. Yeah. Poked him in the eye.
So Coach Leftwich, I spoke with him a little bit before the game, and he's part of the play calling process as well. Him and Coach Smith kind of tag team that, I believe, and he was hot after that play right there. I don't know who he was yelling at, but he's a pretty animated guy. It's fun to watch him coach.
Well, it was kind of a broken play, too, so we got a little – oh, that's a free play.
Free play, fires Brett Young, and not able to reel it in.
I think that was a little miscue right there. I think he thought Brett Young was going to come back.
It all just happened so quick, trying to get some yards. Offsides on the defense. That's a free 5 yards right there with 2:58 here to go in the second quarter.
We have noticed one thing, though. On these free plays, they have not converted on one of them yet. On the free plays so far this season.
No, they have not. Yeah, they've had a hard time with that. So we got a couple shout-outs to get through on the chat. Chris Snyder wants me to shout out Big Chunky, number 22. That's a great nickname.
I think it's more Big Chunky.
Big Chunky.
There's a lot of I's, a lot of G's. The chunk.
So we got you.
The chunk.
The chunk. Shotgun snap, another 5 yards. He fires Brett Young, and he connected Brett Young with a touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
On the free play.
Man, to see this kid step up this year and make a play like that, good for him. Good for Brett Young.
Fantastic. That ball was heavily contested by the defensive back. Good coverage. He actually had to come back inside, go over the defender's body, and come down with that thing. Great play. Great throw by Cade. This Falcon offense is so much fun to watch.
It's about as fun as we've seen since doing this, you think?
Yeah. They up 37-0 right now. Here's the extra point. Mitchell White, perfect on the night thus far.
Watch your tuba.
And that's not going to change right now. Falcons up 38-0 with 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
TW Hicks is your resource for high-quality, cutting-edge industrial flooring solutions. Need decorative commercial flooring or long-lasting floors for heavy manufacturing? Is moisture or damaged flooring affecting your workplace productivity? Or are you looking to build a new facility from the ground up? No matter your situation, TW Hicks Incorporated will meet your needs and surpass your expectations. Call 940-498-3444.
Are you ready for some thrilling touchdowns, heart-stopping tackles, and game-changing plays? It's football season in Lake Dallas, and excitement is in the air. And when it comes to Lake Dallas football, there's one name you can trust to find your perfect touchdown-worthy home. Sanders Realty, proud sponsor of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
38-0. 2:51 here to go in the second quarter. The Falcons are up big. That was an awesome pass there from Cade Bortnam to Brett Young. That was Brett Young's first touchdown of the season, I believe. As this ball is kicked by Mitchell White, and it's going to be fielded at the 22-yard line.
Man, nowhere to go.
Let's see who made that tackle, if I can get a number on them. I think it was number 23.
23, 26, a little half tackle for both.
23 and 26 for the Falcons. Sorry, my roster was buried down there somewhere. It's Anthony Colonna, and that was Bodie Robkin.
Bodie! Shouts out to you. I know a few Bodies.
That's right. Name them.
Well, I know one.
Prove it.
I know one named Bodie, actual Bodie.
Bodie Robkin.
Yep, well, him too, and then my middle name's Bodie. So, we know a few around here.
Shotgun snap. Keeper. The quarterback's going to hang on to it himself, and he's going to be driven back. Humphrey Kakuba able to wrap his arms around him.
We called his name a lot tonight, Smitty. Humphrey Kakuba is really, really good in that interior defensive line.
Looking at this defense, is there anybody that doesn't get their name called out like 1,000 times a game?
No.
Like everybody just flies, and that's one thing with Coach Young. I played defense for him way back, 2016.
Way back.
I was doing that, because you graduated in 2013. But anyway, it was all about flying around when it came to defense. Be really aggressive. Go find the rock. Make a play. And, it just keeps dwindling down. We saw it last year, and everyone's like, well, there's some new guys stepping in. What do we think? Well, guess what? Same thing. We haven't missed a beat.
Fires across the middle, and that's going to be incomplete.
Man, he had him beat a little bit, but you never know what the corner could have done with his hands had he caught that ball. So, hey, overthrown. Get away with that. 3rd and 10. Let's go. Let's ride.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys, the defensive front for the Falcons, those guys are your starters, right? But these linebackers that are in right now, a couple of second-string players, and they're kind of rotating some guys in. It's hot out there, so they're getting some guys different looks and certainly giving some of the starters a rest. They're up 38-0 right now. So you have the nice little cushion to be able to move some players in and out, get some different personnel going. As it's going to be a lot of pressure. There's a screen.
Oh!
Nice play! What number is that?
These
number
jerseys.
22.
Oh, hey!
That's Big Chunky.
Big Chunky.
There we go.
Hey, Big Chunky down there making a big-time stop.
Lincoln Snyder with a big-time play as it was a screen pass, and so all the defensive linemen kind of crashed in, and Snyder was playing linebacker. He got chipped on a block. He was able to fight through it, made a great play.
Tripped him up.
Here's the punt. Back deep to return is Xavier Rodriguez, and it might roll to him. No, it's going to be left alone, and the Falcons are going to take over at their 22-yard line. 1:07 here to go in the second quarter. Falcons with a big lead, 38-0. At halftime, you'll be able to tune in for the big, mean green machine, this fighting Falcon band. We'll have that on the YouTube broadcast for you. And also, the 2013 class president, my president, Zebby Poikattle, is going to be joining us here as well, live in the booth. Not your president.
No, that's
Hashtag
yours.
Not your president.
No, that's your. Hey, nope.
But that's my president, dude.
Yeah, I know who mine is from my class. And that was, her name was Bree Maldonado. And I don't know if she's played in ours yet.
You could have
what a story.
just made up a name there, and we would have believed you. Smitty
story.
has the person actually showing up.
Hey, I'll bring mine.
Nah, tell Bree, don't come.
Yeah, no.
Handoff up the middle, and we got a new running back in there right now. You got the Binocs out, Harvey? 23.
Jumpman.
Big number 23, Anthony Colonna. My Colonna.
I thought the same thing a little bit ago, and I'm glad you did that.
What a great name.
My.
45 seconds here to go in the second quarter. Falcons up big.
My question is, do you let the starters come back out for one more rep after halftime, or do you pull them at half?
We'll see. We will see. Shotgun snap. Handoff up the middle. It's Colonna once again. I think he might have enough for a first down.
My Colonna. I think that's going to
That's going to move the chains.
I think that's going to stick.
Yeah, that might just go ahead into half, too. Let's go ahead and let's head into halftime.
Yep.
And let's get ahead of this weather that we're also looking at probably having a delay. So
here we go.
Let's just get out of here, right?
38-0. Before halftime is over, we will be back with a few stats, a few pieces of insider information. And before we get to the band, before we get to the class president interview, before we do any of that, we are going to have Mr. Adam Tips get a quick chat with Coach Jason Young before he heads into the locker room. Tips, take it away.
All right, guys, I'm with Coach Young. Coach, you started the half with a pick and then a little trick play. Have you had a team start that quick ever?
We started on defense and scored in 13 seconds total. So no, I've never seen that, but yeah, I was happy about it.
Offensively, you're really able to do whatever you want right now. They're giving you all some good looks, easy reads. Is there maybe you're going to see some of the backups in the second half here?
Oh yeah, we'll sub some guys in and out, and because it's very important, especially those young guys get some varsity reps and get that experience underneath the belt. You never know in the future who may get hurt and who may have to step up.
And then your defense, making plays, turnovers, tackles for loss. I mean, those guys are just flying. What do you guys say about those guys right now?
Oh, well, right now they're playing pretty dang solid, and we're going to need to, continue on. It seems like we're getting better each week, and we're going to need that with some of the games coming up.
Thanks, Coach.
Tips, that was great. Your best one yet, dude.
Tips, that was awesome. I'm proud of you.
Such an improvement.
Hey, I love the fist bump right there also.
All right, 38-0. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
We'll be right back with the award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club radio broadcast.
Alrighty, folks, and just to update y'all a little bit, we're going to keep the camera on the screen. We don't know we're going to keep the camera on the screen. Camera on the field, thank you. Princeton's putting their band away right now. Falcons might do a halftime performance. We will see. Got this weather coming in. Going to play it by ear, so to be determined, TBD if you will. Just watch this screen. We will see. We will have some halftime entertainment coming up as well with Smitty's class president, as he teased millions of times in this first half. But be sure to keep it here. You're watching the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the award-winning Lake Dallas Ice Steppers. The award-winning Lake Dallas Ice Steppers are under the direction of Lenny Falcon. The 23-24 dance officers are Junior Lieutenant Riley Praise, Senior Lieutenant Alexis Dennis, Senior Lieutenant Nyla Hicks, Senior First Lieutenant Emily Ibarra, and Senior Captain Lydia Smith. The 23-24 social officers are Junior Spirit Coordinator Mia Schreck, Junior Historian Zamaya Garcia, Senior Secretary Miriam Anwar, Senior Vice President Jenna Fellers, and Senior President Ashlyn Burgess. Congratulations to the High Stepper of the Week, Caitlin Lassiter. And to the Spirit Girl of the Week, Jocelyn Aguilar. For your halftime entertainment, the Lake Dallas High Steppers will perform a jazz routine to Runaway Baby, performed by the Lake Dallas Falcon Marching Band. The High Steppers would like to thank their 23-24 gold sponsors, Caliber Tech, Mark Tucker Allstate, Steve Holworth United Country Real Estate, Southwest Airframe and Tank Services, Aaron Prickard, T.W. Hicks, Sandy Hammond Studios, 4G Electrician, 47th Line of the Rangerettes, Sadia, Stay Lake Murray, Clean and Green Car Wash, Geo Contracting, KG Air Conditioning and Heating, Lake City's Printing, and Chick-fil-A Kensington Square. They would also like to thank their Platinum and Platinum Plus sponsors, Bitter Creek Renovations, Personal Touch Minute Lube, Union Slate, Hair by Emily Thurman, and DAQ. Now for your halftime entertainment, the Lake Dallas ISD Performing Arts Department and Lake Dallas High School proudly present the 2023 edition of the Pride of Falconland, the award-winning Falcon Marching Band. This evening, the Falcon Band will take you on a journey that begins with the daily grind of everyday life in the big city. But at the end of the day, there's simply no place like home. Join us as we travel from the land of despair to the comfort of home. Tonight's musical journey includes The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Night on Bald Mountain, In the Hall of the Mountain King, Dies Irae, The Overture to Carmen, and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Falcon Band's 2023 contest production, The Long Road Home. Featured soloists for this Falcon Band are Paola Alvarez on clarinet and Mackenzie Escobar on flute. The Falcon Band is under the field direction of senior drum majors Dylan McKinney and Jennifer Gutierrez, and junior drum major Rebecca Skousen. Please put your hands together for the 2023 Falcon Marching Band. Conductors for the Lake Dallas High School Marching Band are Denise Kennedy, Jeff Garza, Douglas Bell, and Grace Leach, with assistance from color guard instructor Abigail Lugadzi. Section of the week, the Front Ensemble. Member of the week, sophomore tuba player Keaton Walton. Gold sponsors for the Falcon Band are Mark Tucker Allstate, Three Kings Groundskeeping, and Air by Harris. Silver sponsors for the Falcon Band are Texas Lumberjacks Indoor Axe Throwing, Epic Nails, Global Spheres, and Silver for Rick, and Kelly Cooley Photography. At this time, we must clear the stadium. Princeton fans, please return to your cars, or you can go to the Lake Dallas Gymnasium. The gymnasium is the big building to your left. South end zone. Again, everyone must clear the stadium. Lake Dallas fans, you can go back to your cars, or you can stay in the concourse. But again, you must clear the stadium. The band knows where they're going.
All right, we're on. Okay, so right now, folks, Falcons are up 38-0. And we are at halftime. According to some weather reports and what we're seeing in the skies right now, I just saw a pretty big strike of lightning. They are emptying the stadium. The Princeton band did not perform. Lake Dallas went ahead and performed, but those kids are heading into the press box as well. So we're bracing for weather, and we're taking a little break. The time that the game will resume, that is undecided yet. We haven't heard any information on whether or not people are coming back, if the game will resume. I really have no idea. It all kind of depends on the weather. So we'll be sure to keep you posted and keep you in the loop. But in the meantime, I do want to welcome in a guest. This is Zebby Poikattle. This is my class president and your class president if you were in the class of 2013 like I was. And Zebby, how are you?
I'm good, Smitty. It's good to be back. I was part of this broadcast, I think, for 2 years in high school, working with your dad, Zach Lind, one of our other classmates, Fab, who is still doing this thing, which is really cool to see.
It's
and,
amazing.
Patrick Stile, another LD legend, had a lot of kids come through the program. So it's really great to be here. Yeah,
man. Well, thanks for showing up. I appreciate your time to come on up here. And it's got to be a little bit of nostalgia walking back into the booth. You even got your Falcon broadcast shirt on.
I was worried about getting up the elevator. So I was like, what's the easiest way to do that? And I knew I still had this somewhere. It took me a while to find it, but,
You couldn't find your old media pass or all your
no,
credentials?
That was gone, but, I still fit into the polo. That's a little too big anyways. So we accounted for that, and then the elevator guy was real sweet. He's like, just go up. So made it here, and I'm glad to be able to talk to you, Smitty, and catch up a little bit.
Well, that's awesome, man. We're glad to have you. And the reason why we're having Zebby on today is because – like I said earlier in the broadcast, I graduated in 2013. Well, it's 2023 now. I can't believe that. And we now have our 10-year high school reunion coming up.
That's right, Smitty. It's going to be on September 23rd, Saturday, so just in 2 weeks over here at Angelina's, right off of 35 in Hickory Creek, up on the rooftop. So there's been a real big group of people helping me plan this, so it's definitely not my show, but over the last year or so, including you, Smitty, people were reaching out saying, hey, can we make something happen? And when I was class president, I really didn't accomplish much. I kept running unopposed.
What were your promises? Yeah, what were you running on? What was your platform?
It's funny. I remember ninth grade, our class president was Amanda Cohendani, if you remember her. She did a great job. I don't really know what she did. But after that, I was like, let me run. And I don't think she even ran for re-election. So it was just me, 10th, 11th grade. 12th grade was Katie Haynes, a great friend. She ran against me. I think she had some ideas, but, for whatever reason, I was elected. I don't remember doing anything for us our senior year or my 3 years of tenure, much like politics in general. There's not much that gets completed.
Wow. Zebby getting a little political here on the broadcast.
I did have this promise to you guys that, I would be here for you. And when people ask, can we have a reunion, I took it upon myself to at least try to make it happen. And like I said, I've had great help from several classmates. So, we're trying to put something together here. And glad that Smitty's part of that committee. He's in the chat, seeing the messages, providing feedback, and he's bought a ticket. So you guys
got a ticket.
If for anyone on the broadcast who may have a connection to someone in 2013, please do let them know to reach out to me or Smitty or any of our classmates that may be involved. And we can get you squared away in terms of buying a ticket. There's still capacity available. It's $50. That goes towards the event space, some of the extracurricular things that we've got organized and are working on. So that money's going to a good cause, not my pocket. Just trying to give back to the community.
So what all do we have lined up? We got, of course, Angelina's, and I'm sure we're going to have like dinner and drinks or whatever, but do we have anything else actually lined up?
Yeah, so just this morning we confirmed a photo booth, and it comes with a school reunion prop package. So what does that mean? I don't know. Maybe we'll have some notebooks, pencils, some signs, whatever it may be, but a photo booth. We're working on a PowerPoint slideshow to get some pictures from our high school days and maybe what people are up to now, so we can kind of get a sense for where our Falcons have gone throughout the Metroplex and even the country for anyone that might be traveling in. Just other activities like 2013 trivia. Who won the Super Bowl in 2013? What else may have occurred in 2013? It'll be fun to look back at what that year was and see where we've come in 10 years. It's really flown by, but it'll be great to have everyone back together that can make it and build some momentum for a 20-year and whatever else may lie in the future.
Yeah, I actually buried a time capsule right over there in the practice field, but then they put a indoor football stadium over top of it, so I don't think I'm ever going to get to that.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Scott Head or somebody and see if we can drill a hole in the middle.
See if we can core down through the foundation, and I think I know where I put it. I'll get the map out. But, no, that's cool. We got Angelina's. We got, what is it? It's September 24th?
23rd.
23rd,
it's
September 23rd.
Saturday, 2 Saturdays from tomorrow, 6 to 9 p.m. If there's anything that's keeping anyone from attending, maybe you don't think you'll make it for the whole time, maybe the ticket commitment is something that you can't make today, please just reach out and work with me. I trust everyone in our class. We can make accommodations. Don't let anything hinder you from being able to attend. Please do reach out, and I'm more than willing to work with you.
Yeah, thanks for letting people know that, and we want to see everyone there. Certainly if you're local. If we're local, we expect you to be there. We want to see everybody. I think we have a decent little turnout right now, but there's no reason why we can't double those numbers probably in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, and, don't feel bad about buying last second. The more the merrier while we have capacity. And right now we have at least, I think, 40 tickets available. You can bring a +1 as well. So it's $50 per person. But, yeah, we have the space, the capacity, and we would love to see more of our classmates.
Good deal. So what have you been up to?
Yeah, thanks, Smitty. It's fun to look back at the 10 years. I did go to UT Austin. I changed my major a couple times, but I was still a good student throughout all of it. So, kept the LD legacy going, and
that surprises us all. We can never see you being a good student.
Showed that
that's a shocker.
Flagship university that Lake Dallas education is a solid foundation for everybody. But yeah, I graduated with a degree in public health. I then did a master's actually in computer science. I got very interested in how healthcare is impacted by technology, and just in the way the world is today. If you use ChatGPT, you can kind of get the idea of where technology is impacting the world. And so in my day-to-day work, I'm now a manager of a team of data analysts that's working with healthcare data. So I work a lot with pharmaceutical companies, regulatory agencies, medical device, all really smart clinical people that are trying to do research to build better therapies, medications, devices to treat all of us. And so I help from a data perspective identify what data can facilitate that research, what in that data needs to be processed or extracted so that a clinician can make a determination on the quality of care, and ultimately this stuff gets into publication, which is really exciting. But yeah, I work for a small company called Loopback Analytics, where our office is over in Addison, just off of the Tollway and Beltline. But yeah, that's my day-to-day. Really enjoy the work I do. And still in the area, me and my family live just behind the Olana and some of those new subdivisions in Hickory Creek. So, still around, run into people at Walmart every once in a while. I'm LD through and through, I think. It'll be a sad day when I do leave the nest, but for now, I'm still around.
I'm pretty sure you did get voted most likely to have a job that uses the word clinician.
Maybe.
At some point when we graduated. So Whatever answer you just gave, my head's kind of spinning right now. Whatever you just said is exactly what I thought you would be doing.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah.
You know, that college experience was a bit of a journey because I kept jumping around, wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but it did work out for me. And you know, I'm happy with where I'm at and being able to give back to the community. So I try to do service a lot. I count this effort in planning the reunion as a service project for me, and I'm glad that you know, for whatever group of students that can come together to be able to foster that community and encourage future classes. I know COVID kind of threw a wrench into things for some of our previous classes, but if you're a 2014, 2015, 2016, encouraging you guys to get together. It's really great to be here with Smitty and catch up. And, you know, I'm looking forward to meeting our classmates, and I think you'll have the same experience in the future.
Man, well, I'm sure we'll catch up a lot more at the reunion. I've got a lot to ask you about so many of these medical things and, you know, all that. We'll have a really highbrow conversation at the Angelina's dinner table.
Sounds
but
good.
You could be there, too. Again, what are the dates?
September 23rd. We are 2 weeks away. Tickets are still open. Just Venmo LD Class Reunion 2013, I believe. But better yet, you can just reach out to me, and I'll make sure you're accounted for.
How do people reach out to you? Just on Facebook?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Zebby Poikettle, really easy to find. There's not more than one of those, I don't think. So that's a good thing that I was class president because you can find me. But yeah, and you know, if you can contact anyone in our class, eventually it hopefully can get back to me. But I'll make sure that you're taken care of.
Good deal. Same thing for me. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm easy to find. There's probably only one Justin Smith out there in your contacts. So, Zebby, I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. And we look forward to seeing you at the 2013 10-year high school reunion. All right, folks, we'll be back with some game updates, hopefully soon. I don't really know. If we don't hear anything, we'll periodically pop on and keep you guys updated. But as of right now, it's halftime, and it doesn't look like we're moving forward anytime soon. Falcons up 38-0. We'll be back.
Well, folks, out here in a weather delay, Falcons Stadium. Oh my!
Oh yeah, there's some wind out here.
Oh, yeah. We're going to see. We're going to see. Dude, this wind is incredible. Reporting live out here. Got an 80-mile-an-hour wind up here on the concourse. They said, look, so I heard talking to regulation is 30 minutes. First they make the call. Alright. Show them did you say my video? They were in the middle of the game. Did you put on your story?
Yeah.
There was room.
I saw somebody, they took their little kids and pressed them right. Did a door and everything. Went out to a little part of the lake.
Lake Dallas football fans, we've got a winning lineup of sponsors, including Alpha and Omega Contract Sales and Consulting, local business-minded teammates supporting the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From the trenches to the end zone, they're in the game. Nitrogen services, heavy machinery, hydraulics, and equipment rentals. They've got every position covered. Alpha and Omega Contract Sales and Consulting, playing their part in the playbook of community support.
Need lunch, but you're in a hurry? Well, I have the solution for you. Try Chick-fil-A in Corinth, located smack dab in the middle of Kensington Square. At Chick-fil-A in Corinth, the service is always fast, the food is always top-notch, and it's always their pleasure to serve you. Don't forget, they have breakfast too. Opens at 6 a.m. Monday through Saturday, dark on Sundays. Chick-fil-A, where dreams come true.
Give me some of that sweet tea.
Fab Solace here for Corinth Orthodontics. Dr. V and his great staff take care of my 3 kids and all their orthodontic needs. Dr. V and his patient-friendly staff also provide Damon Clear braces, Invisalign for teens and adults, adult braces, teen orthodontics, and 3D smile technology. His office is conveniently located at 3003 FM 2181, Suite 100. Visit them at trophycluborthodontics.com for your complimentary consultation or email them at corinthortho@gmail.com.
Are you looking for a newer used vehicle to drive this football season? Well, look no further than Huff Finds in Louisville. Being located off of South Stemmons Freeway in Louisville, they will get you all squared away and give you that hot rod to support you and your bright future. Call Huff Finds in Louisville at 972-538-7000. Again, that's 972-538-7000.
Ladies and gentlemen, football season is back, and there's no better way to kick it off than with Huffine Subaru Corinth, proud sponsor of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. Huffine Subaru Corinth is not just your ordinary car dealership. They're the driving force behind the Lake Dallas community. With a passion for sports, they're dedicated to helping our local athletes reach for the stars. Go see them now for any pre-owned and new vehicle needs.
Woo-hoo! Be a real Falcon this year, Falcon fans. Get out there and get down to James Wood Auto Park and get you a brand new or pre-owned vehicle. James Wood Auto Park, proud partners of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast for any and all used or new vehicle experience. James Wood Auto Park, Denton, Texas. Ding-dong.
We all know how crazy these storms can be in Texas, and if you or someone you know has been impacted by any of these storms, call Russell Lorenz with Lorenz Contracting, an accredited business with a 5-star rating and 6-year warranties. Lorenz Contracting is your place to call for all of your roofing needs. Call 940-395-9413 for a free quote today.
In the heart of our community lies the spirit of young athletes thriving and growing, all thanks to Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association, proud sponsors of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From field to spirit, they're shaping the future with every play and cheer. Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association, a vibrant hub of growth and teamwork. Join us in applauding Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association for their dedication to nurturing the next generation of Lake Dallas champions.
Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent, has been a proud sponsor of your Lake Dallas Falcons football before there was a Lake Dallas Falcons football team. Mark was a sponsor before there were automobiles, before there was even a Mark Tucker. Ha! Impossible, you say? Not if you know Mark Tucker. Your rate's too high, your company raising your rates every time you turn left. Give Mark a try. Mention Lake Dallas while getting a quote. For every quote, $5 will go to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club. $5, $5, $5. Ka-ching! Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent.
Well, let me tell you something, dude. Are you ready for Lake Dallas High School football, brother? Brought to you by the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast and proudly sponsored by Mark Tucker's Allstate Agency in Corinth. With personalized coverage options and a commitment to the community. They're more than just insurance, dude. They're more than just 93,000 screaming Hulkamaniacs, brother. They're a partner you can trust, dude. That's Allstate. That's Mark Tucker Insurance, brother.
Hey Falcon fans, your local community bank, Point Bank, would like to invite you to its location right here in Corinth to get your very own Lake Dallas school logo debit card. It's free when you open up a new personal checking account. To sweeten the deal, Point Bank will make a $25 donation to your choice of participating booster clubs. Point Bank is a member of FDIC Bank. Good luck, Falcons.
Are you ready for some thrilling touchdowns, heart-stopping tackles, and game-changing plays? It's football season in Lake Dallas, and excitement is in the air. And when it comes to Lake Dallas football, there's one name you can trust to find your perfect touchdown-worthy home. Sanders Realty, proud sponsor of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
T.W. Hicks is your resource for high-quality, cutting-edge industrial flooring solutions. Need decorative commercial flooring or long-lasting floors for heavy manufacturing? Is moisture or damaged flooring affecting your workplace productivity? Or are you looking to build a new facility from the ground up? No matter your situation, T.W. Hicks Incorporated will meet your needs and surpass your expectations. Call 940-498-3444.
Have you seen the pictures in the football program? Man, they're awesome. Well, those were taken by none other than Met McConnell herself with Met McConnell Photography, your DFW professional photographer. There's no job too big or too small for Met. She photographs babies, children, families, seniors, and sports teams at her studio in Corinth or on location. You can check out her work at metmcconnellphotography.com, on Facebook, or on Instagram.
Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent, has been a proud sponsor of your Lake Dallas Falcons football before there was a Lake Dallas Falcons football team. Mark was a sponsor before there were automobiles, before there was even a Mark Tucker. Ha! Impossible, you say? Not if you know Mark Tucker. Your rate's too high, your company raising your rates every time you turn left. Give Mark a try. Mention Lake Dallas while getting a quote. For every quote, $5 will go to the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club. $5, $5, $5. Ka-ching! Mark Tucker, your local Allstate agent.
All right, we're back, folks, and things are not looking good here. A lot of traffic, from what I can see here in the booth, is leaving the stadium. A lot of weather is rolling in. We got a lot of wind and lightning is what we're seeing here. I would be surprised if this thing got going again.
How much would you put on it?
Dollars or yen?
Yen? I don't care about yen. Dollars.
I would probably put two Bitcoin.
Two Bitcoin.
Two whole Bitcoins.
So, like, what is
$50,000.
Is it 50?
I think one Bitcoin now is $25,000.
I don't know. Anyway, hey, this is weird. I'm on a mic in the booth.
So
I don't belong here.
You don't. I do.
Wow.
I'm kidding, Tips. No, I don't know. I would really be shocked if this thing got going again. Falcons were up 38-0, and it was quite the thrashing that they were putting on them. The defense got out to a roaring start. You talked about that with Coach Young a little bit.
Yeah, and he's never had a team ever start that quick to have that pick right off the bat, and then you do a little trick play to get some points on the board. 13 seconds into the game.
Yeah, 13 seconds. So if your team is ever down by a touchdown and they don't have the ball, and there's 13 seconds left in the game, you got a chance.
Yeah, get a pick.
And then throw a wide receiver reverse pass.
If they're throwing it,
Yeah.
and then you do a little trick play. Yeah, so it's doable. I mean, we would do that anyway, right? The hook and ladder. That's a go-to with Lake Dallas, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been done before, maybe. But we just wanted to come on, give an update. We probably won't hop on again if it does get canceled. The only time you'll hear us again is if we get the game going. So I hope that happens. That'd be fun to get back out here, but not likely. So we'll see what happens. Right now it is currently, what time is it? It's 8:50. So I'm sure we'll have some kind of definitive answer soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just know every time a lightning strikes, that siren continues to blink for another 20 minutes. So I just saw another one. So at least 20 more minutes.
Yep. So stay tuned if you'd like. I'm sure we're going to play some awesome commercials and nice little tasty licks for you to pass the time. But until then, go Falcons.
That was a good one.
T.W. Hicks is your resource for high-quality, cutting-edge industrial flooring solutions. Need decorative commercial flooring or long-lasting floors for heavy manufacturing? Is moisture or damaged flooring affecting your workplace productivity? Or are you looking to build a new facility from the ground up? No matter your situation, T.W. Hicks Incorporated will meet your needs and surpass your expectations. Call 940-498-3444.
Are you ready for some thrilling touchdowns, heart-stopping tackles, and game-changing plays? It's football season in Lake Dallas, and excitement is in the air. And when it comes to Lake Dallas football, there's one name you can trust to find your perfect touchdown-worthy home. Sanders Realty, proud sponsor of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast.
Hey Falcon fans, your local community bank, Point Bank, would like to invite you to its location right here in Corinth to get your very own Lake Dallas school logo debit card. It's free when you open up a new personal checking account. To sweeten the deal, Point Bank will make a $25 donation to your choice of participating booster clubs. Point Bank is a member of FDIC Bank. Good luck, Falcons.
If I had $1 million, Well, let me tell you something, dude. Are you ready for Lake Dallas High School football, brother? Brought to you by the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast and proudly sponsored by Mark Tucker's Allstate Agency in Corinth. With personalized coverage options and a commitment to the community. They're more than just insurance, dude. They're more than just 93,000 screaming Hulkamaniacs, brother. They're a partner you can trust, dude. That's Allstate. That's Mark Tucker Insurance, brother.
In the heart of our community lies the spirit of young athletes thriving and growing, all thanks to Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association, proud sponsors of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From field to spirit, they're shaping the future with every play and cheer. Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association, a vibrant hub of growth and teamwork. Join us in applauding Lake City's Football and Cheerleading Association for their dedication to nurturing the next generation of Lake Dallas champions.
We all know how crazy these storms can be in Texas, and if you or someone you know has been impacted by any of these storms, call Russell Lorenz with Lorenz Contracting, an accredited business with a 5-star rating and 6-year warranties. Lorenz Contracting is your place to call for all of your roofing needs. Call 940-395-9413 for a free quote today.
Woo-hoo! Be a real Falcon this year, Falcon fans. Get out there and get down to James Wood Auto Park and get you a brand new or pre-owned vehicle. James Wood Auto Park, proud partners of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast for any and all used or new vehicle experience. James Wood Auto Park, Denton, Texas. Ding-dong.
Ladies and gentlemen, football season is back, and there's no better way to kick it off than with Huffine Subaru Corinth, proud sponsor of the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. Huffine Subaru Corinth is not just your ordinary car dealership. They're the driving force behind the Lake Dallas community. With a passion for sports, they're dedicated to helping our local athletes reach for the stars. Go see them now for any pre-owned and new vehicle needs.
Are you looking for a new or used vehicle to drive this football season? Well, look no further than Huffines in Louisville. Being located off of South Stemmons Freeway in Louisville, they will get you all squared away and give you that hot rod to support you and your bright future. Call Huffines in Louisville at 972-538-7000. Again, that's 972-538-7000. A great smile leaves a lasting impression, and at Corinth Orthodontics, that's exactly what they specialize in. Call Corinth Orthodontics at 940-321-3919, and don't forget, your smile is their passion.
Need lunch, but you're in a hurry? Well, I have the solution for you. Try Chick-fil-A in Corinth, located smack dab in the middle of Kensington Square. At Chick-fil-A in Corinth, the service is always fast, the food is always top-notch, and it's always their pleasure to serve you. Don't forget, they have breakfast too. Opens at 6 a.m. Monday through Saturday, dark on Sundays. Chick-fil-A, where dreams come true.
Give me some of that sweet tea.
Lake Dallas football fans, we've got a winning lineup of sponsors, including Alpha and Omega Contract Sales and Consulting, local business-minded teammates supporting the Lake Dallas Quarterback Club broadcast. From the trenches to the end zone, they're in the game. Nitrogen services, heavy machinery, hydraulics, and equipment rentals. They've got every position covered. Alpha and Omega Contract Sales and Consulting, playing their part in the playbook of community support.
Welcome to the award-winning Lake Dallas Quarterback Club radio broadcast, bringing you all the game highlights of your Lake Dallas Falcons. Tune in on your radio or online and catch our video recaps on YouTube.
I want to talk about our opponent this afternoon. They're bigger, faster, stronger, more experienced, and on paper, they're just better. And they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't. They don't know you're home. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown this coaching staff, your teammates. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are in here. When you take that field today, you gotta lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got in your body, lay it on the line until the final whistle blows. And if you do that, we cannot lose.